test out this audio. It does appear to be working. Alright, we're in good shape with that. Let's see. La la la. La la. Manufacture that upbeat feeling, can I? Oh, I gotta fake it. Gotta fake it. Keep it going. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go. That should work. What else do we have? Okay. 30 seconds to count down. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. Will I have this rolled in time? Maybe a shit. I just spilled it everywhere. No, I'll wait on that. I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting stoned. And if you join me, I won't be alone. I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting high. Coffee with Wes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope yours is going good. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Wes. It is June 18th. It is early morning for me. At least for me it is. It's not early morning for everybody. I understand that. What I consider early is not always what other people consider early. But peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. I'm going to enjoy a bit of my Maxwell House. As I get this Wednesday started, as I wake my ass up to face this day, as I decide exactly what I'm going to do. Hey, Justine. Peace and love, Justine. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day is going well. I'm starting off with roaches. I'm starting off with a roach J. So we're going to see how that progresses. It is a Wednesday morning. I passed out. I get no sleep. I am terrible at running my own schedule, at keeping myself going. It was 2-something when I finally went to bed. I was up at 7 with the dog, dealing with that. Tried sleeping some more. Couldn't sleep some more. So here I am. Cheers, peace, and love. But it is a Wednesday. I'm hoping... Ooh, Green Mountain Southern Pecan with caramel cream. Oh, see, there's so many. That requires work. This is hot water going through Maxwell House. That's the extent of it. And the most I'll do is put sugar in it. and I do that maybe once a year, maybe once a year. It's your Friday. Oh man, you know I kind of always every day is a mental health day for me. Every day is I'm taking a mental health day. I don't feel like it. I just can't. And again, it all goes back to the sleeping habits. I have such terrible sleeping habits. I couldn't stay awake last night. Had to end up blacking out last night. 2 something in the morning. I was and dog got this dog keeping me awake, loving life. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, if you're doing that, that makes it easier. That makes it easier. I I use the basket with my. I have the basket that allows me to use the grounds because the cups. Oh, I'd have too much. I drink way too much coffee. I drink way too much coffee, and that's those K cups. Those are those environmental issues. But I'm not worried about that. AI is going to clean that up. I'm I'm doing what I can to get by here today. It's one of those just half out of it. Half out of it. 25 more days to go. Oh, that's what the air was on yesterday. That was how it was for me. Had the air on, and I'm covered up in a blanket, and so I'm sweating like mad under that blanket, and the air's on. Just, oh, the dreams. I really need to do something about my sleep. I really need to do something about that. And I think I set off a firestorm last night. I had people worried last night. I did my music stream. I did that music stream, and the I played for like 45 minutes, and I had done some push-ups earlier in the day, and I had torn. It felt like I tore a muscle, or at least pulled a muscle pretty bad. And so there was a song. I got done with the song, and I just ached so bad. But my camera is reversed here. So when I go grabbing at my chest, this is the right side of my body over here. This is my right hand. It looks like I'm left-handed because I reverse it so I know what I'm pointing at. The word coffee, the word West. I know exactly where I'm pointing without having to think about it. Well, and I mentioned that, my camera was reversed, but people saw me clutching my what they thought was the left side of my chest, and I think it set off some worry in some people. And I apologize for worrying people. I will try not to do that in the future. I will try to do better. I will try to do better. Oh yeah, it's always something. The biodegradable ones. The guy who made them, I think he was the one that tried to come out with the biodegradable. He might have been the one who invented those because they became such a landfill disaster. Oh, that coffee is good though, as is this joint. It's Wednesday. I don't know of a lot going on Wednesday. I think is it Thomas Christ? Does he have a show on Wednesday? There is somebody's music show, and then I know Wednesday night. I know at 11, Axe and Nacho, uh, along with Scotty Butters, has an open mic that they do. Oh yeah, I'd worked out earlier, and after 40 minutes, just felt like it was torn. I'm grabbing at that thing, and it's just and I had to end the stream because it hurt so bad. But it eased up and everything. But I know that they've got that open mic tonight over at X and Nacho with Scotty Butters. Scotty Butters had a good live going last night. I saw it was a 9 hour stream. I think he has a crowd in there all the time. Love his voice, love his vibe. He was he was getting going with a new microphone and everything, which I thought was cool. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. I'm going to be over. We're starting early, so I might be able to make it to X and Nacho. Although I'll need to sleep because, oh, he does. 9 hours just keeps going. Unlimited energy. He's got the good weed. He's got the good weed. Whatever he's smoking, it's the stuff to have. Gotta be a sativa. You figure there's no way he's doing an indica and doing 9 hour streams where he's playing music. But tonight on Allie's channel, it is the drawing your request stream. We're probably gonna start it at 9 instead of 9:30 this week because I'm available to go early. But we'll be. She's going to be drawing for the members. Anybody who is a member at Allie's channel, she's going to be taking your request. What is it you would like to have drawn? So be there, and we'll put you all on the list. You know what we're doing. You know what we're doing. Oh, if only that was possible. Again, the thing is, anything you buy that says energy drink, that's just gonna beat your kidneys into the ground. Both my dad and my brother, just they drink those. I say, that can't be healthy. They keep drinking them until the doctor says, "Oh, these pains you're having, it's because your kidneys can't process all that stuff. You need to stop." So I don't know. The doctor told them, and then they understood. Somehow, when Wes says it, it doesn't hold any weight, and I understand that. I get that. I don't listen to me all the time. It doesn't make sense to listen to me all the time. Oh, but everything. I need to get today straightened out. I need to work this afternoon. I need to get some videos done. Our weekend was kind of Monday and Tuesday because we have those busy shows over the weekend. Great shows over the weekend. Had a blast doing those shows over the weekend. But then Monday and Tuesday just beat into the ground. Sparky, cheers. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Did Allie get a hold of you, Sparky? She had a drawing. She did not have your email to send the drawing that she did last week over there at on her channel for that drawing your request. Oh, she loves it. She loves doing those too. It's a great mental exercise, to be doing that on request as opposed to, what she feels naturally that she would be doing. So I know she likes the challenge of it and everything, and so far she's been doing just a fantastic job. I love the show. Fantastic. Yeah, get an email over to her so she can get you that image and everything. And she's doing it again tonight. Let the people know she's doing it again tonight. We are getting so close on those hours. She is. We are live so much over on her channel. Hey, Rabbit, it is much too early. I will agree with you on that, Rabbit. But we're doing 3 hours a night over there, except for Saturday nights, and we're nailing that down. I think I'm 70 hours away right now from the 4,000 hour mark, but that is just as of last Thursday. The date that they processed and everything, so the hours for last Thursday, or was it Saturday, just got added. And, after the hours from last year get taken off and everything. So I'm 70 hours away from I should be by the end of this week hitting that thing. No, it's a different shirt. It's a different shirt. It's a clean one. This came off a hanger today. A lot of people don't hang up all of their tie-dyes. I got a closet with tie-dyes just hanging up. Just hanging up across the way there. It's meant to look like I slept in it. It's one of my orange. These are all oranges on here. I have such bland tie-dyes because I can't use the greens and some of the darks because the green screen will throw them off. And every time I've made tie-dyes, I have made it along with my kids, and Dad is the last one to kind of get the color. I'll get my little bits of color, make sure that all the bottles that, because they're gonna use all of the dye on their stuff, and so I just make real basic prints with orange that I know won't be a problem to green screen or anything along those lines. I do feel like making more. I feel like making some new shirts. I feel like maybe I need to make some new shirts. I don't know. It's pretty good. Yeah, it is a trichome exactly. Oh, oh, I feel good. So we're gonna make it through. And we're gonna wake up here. Somebody told me to wake up. Wake up, Wes. Get your day going. Make some videos today, Wes. I have parts of videos that I have like 4 videos that I need to make. That's what I'd like to do is the tie-dye stream. We ought to have a tie-dye party. We ought to get the mug club together and do a live mug club tie-dye party. Everybody have a shirt and everybody do that, and we just all hang out and we tie-dye. I think that would be a blast. Whether or not people would want to watch, I don't know. But it would still be fun, I'm sure. Is that Sunshine Archer I see? Thank you. That was yes. Yes, I will do that. I will do that, Sunshine. You have noticed. I needed that. I needed somebody to tell me, hey, wake up, Wes. Be productive. I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it today. You tell that husband, we all love him, and take a deep breath, man. Scare the crap out of it. And I just now putting all that together. 2 nights ago, watching Bull Vault, just really angry on there, and texting with Allie saying on. I'm hoping Pole Vault doesn't, push himself into another heart attack. And then last night, everybody worried that I had one because I'm clutching my chest, but my camera's reversed. It's the right hand side. It was a muscle pull that I had. It wasn't anything bad. So that's what you do. The rubber bands around it. I don't bother with the bucket. We don't have the bucket anymore. They come with all these squeeze bottles, so you mix up the dyes in the squeeze bottles. When I was young, it was with the bucket. You wrap all the things, you're dipping it in the bucket with the dye and all that. That was how we did it when I was young. Doing it out here on the table, you got these squeeze bottles. You're applying the dye into the areas and all that to try to get these neat designs and things along those lines. And so yeah, that's I'd like to. I think I've got 4 white shirts that I could probably use. So maybe that's in my future. Maybe. But I have videos I have to put out. I'm 70 hours from the 4,000. I'll have that here within the next couple of days as it accumulates the hours that I had over the weekend and other things like that. So all is good. I just got to make it happen. Wrangle. I love that word, wrangle. Wrangle. Nah, they print them. You can print tie-dye designs now, which is pretty sad. But no, otherwise it's still just rubber bands and making that design. I've enjoyed a little bit of Roach Jays today. It's doing the trick for me. Gonna ease my way into the day. The dog that woke me up is doing its dog things over there. You can probably hear the dog eating. That's always, I like to have those ASMR sounds in the background. And let's see, if only there was something in the news. Nope, not talking about any of it. So one of those. Hey, you keep getting things going. Do your thing. Do your thing. Thank you for saying hi and for telling me to be productive. And Oh, let me mute. Now, how on earth? Mood elevator. See, I can't even hit the notes. Mood elevator. What are you doing up? You're getting less sleep than me, aren't you? You guys were still going when I crashed out. Mood elevator. You and Scotty were still just hammering it away over there. Great show. Yeah, awesome. Always awesome. Enjoy listening. He's got such a great voice. I love the way he attacks the melody. I love the way he makes it his own. Just it's so good, so good. Alice, cheers, peace and love. We're all getting this day going. We're getting this day going. I feel like it's going to be productive. I feel like I'm going to make it productive. Okay, I was wondering, and I was actually wondering before the show, because I saw you. It was earlier, I think yesterday or something. And I thought, how on earth? Because he's going forever. How is she up that early? Does she sleep? Are their sleep patterns as messed up as Allie and mine? I don't know what time. I think Allie went live in the middle of the night. She was making bread. I couldn't handle it anymore. I had to sleep. I had to sleep. Oh, oh. I prefer to be a morning person. Ideally, if everything were if everything were rolling the way it should be, I would be up outside having some coffee, watching the deer at about 6 a.m. Every day I'd be sitting there doing that. That is the ideal. Starting the day, even if it's raining, just getting on the porch if I have to, and just having the coffee and watching the animals. I haven't had a normal schedule. Every now and then, about every 10 days, I have to black out for like 10 or 12 hours. But I'm out in the country, so there's animals outside all the time. The other night, the other night I go out there and the deer is there, and I'm trying to get pictures of the deer, and I'm not. The camera isn't. There's a rabbit like 15, 20 feet to the side of the deer. There's just this rabbit hanging out. The next day, I saw two rabbits hanging out down there. And these got to be good sized rabbits to see them at that distance down in the yard. But now, 6 a.m., 6 a.m. on the porch, just kind of hearing the birds waking up, enjoying the coffee. Heat of the day isn't there. There's nothing shiny going on. You're not worried about any of that. It's that letting the dawn slowly start to light up that sky, and once it's all lit up, then yeah, I'll go in. Then I'll go do something else because those are the hours. Maria, cheers, peace and love. What are the odds of you getting that on Facebook? That was hilarious, Maria. That was absolutely hilarious. And I apologize for having my camera. I tried to mention it on but I know it probably because this is my right side. This is my right side, and I know it was probably, and I knew that people were watching, and so I was kind of saying. Now my camera is reversed, so this is not a chest. This is not a heart thing. This is this is me pulling a muscle over here thing is what it was. Which kind of ticked me off because I was just starting to get going. I think the weed that I've been smoking is some sort of heavy indica, because it was the most mellow version of kryptonite I've ever played. I never was able to really. I did underdog, and there were moments that I felt like I had energy while I sang the my rendition of the underdog theme song. But other than that, none of the times that I was singing, my vocals ever. I never felt like I had true energy during the and that I was doing underdog. It was going. Everything was and I pulled it and I thought, oh, this is no good. This is no good. It was it was up through it was that I had done push-ups and let me mention all the donuts I've eaten throughout the winter. This has been a hey Wes, hey, let things go for a while. Winter. That's what it's been. You don't you don't keep these hours, eat that many donuts each week, and maintain all that muscle tone you need to not to pull a muscle every now and then. Oh, it was a wake up call. You would think it would be a wake up call. Tim, good morning. Good morning. I hope you are feeling good today. Yes, we are all here. We're all here. Everything is all right. Everything is all right. I'm not concerned with I'm not concerned with whatever the news is. I can't anymore. I can't hear about I can't. I can't spend a life doing that. And it's been a lifetime. None of these things are any different. None of these change. AI. I liked the idea yesterday, and I may lean into that creatively. I may lean into it creatively to find a way to be mankind's ambassador, get the cult to grow, with the hopes that I can become the ambassador to negotiate a soft landing for those that will be kept alive when AI decides it's time. I think that might be my goal. Yeah, there's a cult. There's a cult. Which, speaking of the cult, tomorrow night is the shout out party. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time is when we're going to have the shout out party where we put all of the members on the wheel, and I'm including again the acolytes throughout this month. I'm going to make sure it's just all of them, because the shout out party, if you look at the memberships, is for the second and third tier. I've been including all the acolytes. I've been including all that because it's new with all these members, and we only have like 50, so it's not a big deal to put them on the wheel. Whoever is the last person on the wheel gets entered into the drawing, because we are going to have a giveaway a week from tomorrow. We are going to have a giveaway at the shout out party on Thursday. We're giving away a Cult of West mug to the last man standing winner. Right now, there'll be 6 people on the wheel. Right now, we know that David, the Live to Fly channel, David's on the wheel. Pole Vault is on the wheel. Jimmy's Random Content is on the wheel. And Robin M is on the wheel. Those are the channels that were the last on the wheel the last 4 weeks. Whoever's last tonight, and then whoever's last next Thursday, they will be the final 2 contestants. Those 6 channels will go on the wheel, and we will spin the wheel and determine who is going to win a Cult of West mug in the last man standing competition. I might also do another giveaway that night. I don't want to say it for. I know for sure we're giving away the mug. I want to make sure before I say anything positive about the other. I'm just going through the vape. The vape. I hope everybody's feeling good. Is everybody enjoying, or at least looking forward to enjoying the day? It's early. A lot of people, it's early. It's early for me. I feel good. I feel like I'm gonna attack the day. I feel like when I Because I already, half hour into this, I'm feeling good. I've been up. I'd been up. I hadn't had coffee, but I've got all these animals to take care of and different things. And then came over to check what was going on here, check online. And then I thought, I did try to lay down, but I'm not tired. Even though I didn't sleep, but maybe 4 hours. I think I got 4 hours. I'll probably sleep in the afternoon, have nightmares, and just one of those. And that's bound to be really good for my mental health. Throw my brain for a little bit of a loop this evening. I did that yesterday. It's crazy to me that daytime naps, when my brain is in certain modes. Yesterday I laid down, and because I'd been up for several hours, but then I because I'd only slept for maybe 2 or 3, I laid back down, fell asleep. Within minutes of falling asleep, I am in just frightening dreams, and then I'm awoken by notification on the phone like 15 minutes later. So I had a little nap that I was able to, and when I would be working on projects and when I would be stressed when I was a computer programmer, if I went to lay down and take a nap on the couch at certain times, I would suddenly just instantly into a stress stream, instantly into some sort of my brain saying, "Hey, things aren't going good. Hey, things are wrong. Hey, something's wrong," and just really trying to make sense of stuff. I think my brain doesn't actually understand why I'm depriving it of sleep. I haven't given it a good reason. I haven't. It keeps saying, "Well, can't you do this?" And I'm like, I'm really trying, and and it says, "Well, try better," and I'm like, "Yeah, I will," but and the brain knows. It doesn't believe me when I tell it I'm gonna do better. It doesn't believe me. It knows. But luckily, my brain is not a taskmaster. It's not gonna beat me up. It's gonna allow me to take the time I need to. You know, I am practically. I rarely, probably only once a month, do I actually bother with me, and it's not because of any health reasons more than it's an effort level. Uh, that kind of most of the proteins that I get are going to end up being plant based, either through beans or through legumes, the peanut butter, and other things along those lines. My dreams, my dreams usually distress if I'm not sleeping good, and I've got a lot on my plate and trying to juggle it. It really is. The dreams will reflect it, and normally the THC suppresses all of the. I don't remember any of the dreams when I'm high. If I don't have weed, well, I remember what I'm dreaming. I'd wake up. I have such vivid, colorful, freaking really interesting dreams, but they only and recurring ones from childhood and other things along those lines. Oh, I remember the ones from childhood. The ones from childhood would. There are some that just they still to this day I can just see them. I'm walking along the bank of this river that's probably only about 50 feet wide, 50, 60 feet wide. Uh, and I'm yelling to the other side because my family, my sister and my parents are walking, and they just keep walking along the opposite bank. And I'm yelling to get their attention, and they don't pay any attention. And I keep sliding down this muddy bank along this river as I'm yelling, as I'm walking in the dream. And the thing is, there's alligators everywhere in this water. Now, that was probably because I used to enjoy watching. There was a TV show, a series, Tarzan, a Tarzan series. I can't remember who was in it, but this was it '60s or I believe it was during the Gilligan's Island time and different stuff. But you would see alligators and Wild Kingdom. So I would watch Wild Kingdom. There wasn't that many choices and stuff. Well, you see gators on Wild Kingdom. Uh, I'd been to a gator park when I was young. When we took the trip down to Disney, you hear the stories. And alligators. Alligators have been a part of different dreams. But that was one that was really, because it was like these alligators are going to get me. My family's just keeps walking. They're not stopping at all. There's a lot. Oh, I would have that dream over and over as a kid. Over and over. I, I, I kind of, the elements of it, I've made sense of it all. I understand. I understand why I had the dreams. I mean, I do. It's just you can't control when you're gonna have them. And as a kid, I wasn't doing any. I didn't smoke till later in life. So every one of those dreams, every one of those, I would remember. That, tons of tornado dreams, tons of tornado dreams. Going across the cornfield out the back of the house. I remember those. And the weird thing was the tornado dreams, whether they were whether they occurred at the school or whether they occurred at home, wherever I was at in my dream. And we're talking, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. Uh, those were the only dreams that were in black and white. Those were all affected by imagery from early on from the Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz definitely caused me to have recurring tornado dreams in black and white. Because otherwise, I dream in color. All my dreams are in color except the tornado dreams when I would have those as a kid. I'm hearing that way that's music while she's on that bike. The witch. Bud Files. Cheers. I hope I haven't missed anybody. I'm sorry. I hope everybody's feeling good. I'm on J number 3, so you'll have to excuse me for being on J number 3. Along sidewalks and streets. Rabbit. I would need it was like a box platform. It was a kind of a flimsy piece of cardboard. But if I would get going, I could then go along and be able to fly with that down but only about 3 or 4 feet off the ground. That was the recurring flying dream. Only about 3 or 4 feet off the ground. You just, and you're gonna end. It's not like I could just fly wherever I wanted. If I got going and I had this, so it was almost like I was surfing. It was like the size of a wakeboard, of a boogie board, a wave board, not a full surfboard. And it was cardboard and it was kind of bent and flimsy. And if I would run down the hill a bit and get going, and then I could just off the ground fly. That was the flying dream. Those were neat. The flying dreams were neat. It it's the dreams. Oh, the one I had yesterday that makes no sense. But all the imagery when I think about my day, when I think about everything I've been exposed to, all the elements of it I can find in something that I was exposed to in the news in something. And we've all been exposed to such insane imagery in the well, for years now, for absolute years. So there's plenty to go on, plenty to pull from there. So I'm not that worried about it. My brother, couple of things with my brother. He's so bent on all the answers are in the dreams. He wants to be able to lucid dream, uh, and he really is searching for those. What are the answers for what's going on afterwards? Uh, doesn't have there isn't a peace of mind in not knowing. He hasn't reached anything like that, which my father's the same way, and it ends up leaving you very fearful as you age. I've noticed. My father has not had any acceptance of the and can't accept and is just really freaked out at the process. What's going to happen? Oh my God, I'm going to die. Oh, it's going to be horrible to go through. Yes, and then after, well, nobody else knows. Nobody else knows. There's a lot of peace of mind in knowing that nobody has known. Nobody has any ideas. People fill in the blanks. They have their beliefs, and that's great. Whatever gives you, if you have beliefs, and I'll say that that could add a level of comfort that I don't see in my siblings. Is just the if you have a belief in something that you can then cling to at the end, there is something. But if it gives that peace of mind, I am okay with not knowing. I am okay with the fact that I won't know, and I won't experience it till it happens, like anybody else. Covered by CQ, Chris. Peace and love. Hope you're doing well. Uh, and my brother is seeking those answers, and very fearful, very and he's 8 years younger than I am, and our dad is getting up there, and he's not doing all that well, and his whole life about was all about health and how hey, live healthy, eat well, exercise, die anyway. That happens. It was a great bumper sticker I saw on a wall at a restaurant. But I just always have appreciated that. Gemma, peace and love. Good morning. Good. I guess it would probably be early afternoon for you, Gemma. I hope this Wednesday has been good for you. I hope you are feeling happy and fit and having a wonderful day. My day is getting going, and I'm feeling it get going. I'm feeling okay because I do have that peace. I do have that okay with not knowing. Uh, 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 observing others, and realizing, seeing the fear, seeing the anxiety that people will give themselves over situations, and and wanting, trying to find a way to avoid that if it's unnecessary anxiety and anxiety over the end of life. I don't see that as being something worthwhile. You're not going to avoid it. You're not going to avoid it. So live your life. Live your life. It puts importance into your day. Don't worry about what's happening afterwards. What the fuck would you worry about that for? Uh, uh, Live now, because you don't know how much time you have. What is that? What is that phrase? Time is the one thing that resource that you don't know how much you have. You know how broke you are. you know how much you know how much materials you have. You know your assets. You know so many other things. Time is that thing you do not know. None of us know. And once you just don't worry about the end. Start living your life today. Start start enjoying the experience today and giving yourself that happiness. Those you do not want to just have a end with regrets and fear. Regrets and fear because you didn't go ahead and give yourself that life that you wanted. You didn't give yourself the good feelings. You didn't don't live for what other people are telling you. Live for what you feel and you desire. Honestly. Hey, don't harm others. Don't be a dick about it. That's not good. That's not going to lead you to any good. Lift others up. Tell other people to live. Live with those others. Make it happen. Bring all the energy up. You're alive today. What are you going to do to laugh today? What are you going to learn today? How are you going to better yourself today? Do that in the moment today. Doesn't matter about after death. I love Louis C.K.'s line. Well, what happens after you die? A lot of things happen. It just don't involve you. you're done. And there's so much truth to that. And we see it. So you gotta live. I wish there was some way I could reach my brother. My father's a lost cause. He is at an age where there's no. He is so rigid in his lack of communications. I mean, for one thing, very successful man. Very successful man. Has money. Is not in a position. Did the things. But has never fostered any good. Did not sow any seeds of friendship that were not based on somehow using somebody. Did not explore anything beyond the sport of the day that he was playing, whether it be which ultimately in the end is more difficult to maintain. You have to have cerebral activities. Started drinking at 50. I guess I've got, my millions. I'll start drinking at 50. Freaking idiot. But there's just fear and a feeling of despair that I sense off of him at all times. And this is somebody that has the resources to where he should be experiencing joy every day, as opposed to what way can I try to live an extra, how can I reach immortality? How can I, because I'm afraid. This is going to end. Every day he spends afraid and doesn't live. Doesn't get out there and laugh with somebody. Doesn't get out there and have a smile. Doesn't experience beauty. Will do things. Goes to a dinner. Goes out to dinner with his brother. And they only hang out because no one likes either of them. They have both ended up, having this having their personality issues get in the way of having any good experiences with anybody else. There's honesty issues. There's a number of issues, but you look to those. Look to that as the example, and oh man, what's going on? And if I can be a little bit just no, that is such a gross topic. I'm not even going to bring that up today. That's a nighttime different podcast kind of thing about another situation that I see that nobody talks about, that there aren't any pamphlets about when it comes to aging, and is it because I only witness it in people that are going to the doctor. I don't witness it in people the same age that don't bother going to the doctor. They don't end up having those same issues. That's just my mistrust of doctors. There are fine doctors out there. There are fine physicians and fine people out there. There's also the guy that finished last at medical school, and you call him doctor. There's also some fuck offs that and I do better without. I do better without. My grandfather did better without. I have not seen. I've not seen a lot of good experiences, and I want everybody to, hey, you do your thing. I just know I have an issue. I just know I have an issue, and I personally make my isolate. I'm not saying I don't believe in science or any shit along those lines. Or I wear a mask everywhere I went because I like that anyway. I don't want other people's germs anyway. Uh, I didn't need to defy any mask rule or anything along those lines. I was fine having the mask. It was in all those situations. I was a proponent for it. But oh man, I don't like our elder care. I don't like, our for-profit healthcare system really incentivizes a lot of unnecessary testing and a lot of other things, and our lack of true compassionate care and just cling and scare. I'm not living the end of my life that way. I am not living the end of my life that way. It becomes a bit much. It becomes their entire life, and and you get sold a bill of goods. Brian, Ian, cheers. Good morning. Am I missing anybody else? I hope everybody's feeling good. It's Wednesday. I am making it so I feel good. I'm having these thoughts about, because I feel good about the whole situation. I feel fine about the whole situation. See, the those near death and the other things along those lines. I understand people's experiences. I my answer is always, wow. I don't know. I don't know. I do know that the brain is capable of a lot of experiences. As watching my grandfather have hallucinations that he's talking to God for 8 years, only because of a blood flow issue, a blood flow to one side of the brain. So what happens when the brain doesn't get blood flow? And so I do weigh that. I do weigh that. I am not in a position to discount anybody's experience or anything along those lines. There's a lot. I don't know shit, and that is there's such comfort in being okay with not knowing and saying I don't know. You learn when you don't know. When you say I don't know, you do learn. But I do weigh everything. I weigh all the sides. I fantastic claims need that fantastic and grandiose evidence. It's and I'm not. I'm truly not that concerned. I know good and bad. I know right from wrong. I know the mistakes I've made in life, and I know the people I've wronged, and I know the parts of me that I've wanted to change, and I have actively throughout my life improved myself in bettering myself towards others. Uh, Now that I believe that's because I have empathy. I don't see empathy as a quality that everybody has. And usually a lack of empathy also indicates a lack of growth. Uh, I'll go back to my father as an example. He has zero empathy. He is, well, this is a psychotic person. Successful, very successful, but has no problem using anybody. His father said to his brother, the brother that he hangs out with now, that he screwed over in business earlier, decades ago. Grandpa said to Uncle Larry once said, "Why would you ever go into business with somebody that cheats at cards with their own family. You couldn't play cards with my dad. The family would get together to play rook to pass the time, right? Or, like a spades game or something like that. My father would cheat. My father would cheat in everything going on. There's a lack of scruples there. There's a lack of empathy towards others. And now there's just total fear. There's been no growth. There's been no. I don't see any personal growth going on there. And so whatever's at the end, because I don't. Nobody. No, I haven't heard anybody give me an answer. That's an answer. Everybody has ideas. Everybody has their thing. DMT's the only real tangible thing that and the collective consciousness indicated by the change in randomness. Those are like that occurred during 2000 during the 9/11 and other major events that is kind of measurable. That there is no. It's again, it's a measurable indicator that I can see as evidence to a something larger, a collective thing. The DMT kind of to another area. I When you start looking at and the different mathematics behind it and the fact that we're more than likely in a simulated in reality than anything else, and just we don't know it. Where does your next thought come from? What is that consciousness? Where does your next thought come from? Is it just a random spark from a certain neuron that's hitting? Because there are thoughts from nowhere. There are things that happen. I don't have all the answers, and feeling okay not knowing is the way to be. We're not here to be adhering to fucking rules. We're here to experience. I don't see. I see us, whatever we are in our brain here, whatever we are, we're just a bag of sensors with movement. We're just a mobile sensor. We're here to experience, and not everything. Most of what's there we can't see because we can only see a certain range. So there's a lot of reality that we don't even see. We only hear a certain range. There's a lot of reality we don't hear. We're not. We're just sensors here going through doing this. I I'm not all that. I don't worry about the end at all. I don't worry about the end. There's nobody out there peddling the answer that is the right answer. The right answer is you. I know right from wrong, and I'm going to try to do right, and I have empathy towards others as long as I'm doing right and not harming the environment or the people around me. Trying to do that, even though I am. In fact, I'm running electronics and everything else. We're all accepting slave labor, but we're at certain levels of acceptance. This is where I'm at in society. This is it. I'm okay with that. We're all okay. Does it because I'm okay and I utilize things that are made with slave labor? Does that mean I'm bad and going to be judged bad in the end? Because that means everybody in America is. I'm fine with that. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about a judgment in the end. I'm ready to face whatever judgment at the end. I've I've made mistakes. I've there's people's trust early on in life that in relationships and things that I've let people down, and I acknowledge and change and grow and feel good about myself. So I'm not worried about what's afterwards. I'm not worried about that. It's all gonna be fine. I'm doing as well as anybody else. I'm doing as well as anybody else. I'm I'm uplifting. I'm having a net positive effect on my environment. I believe. I believe I'm having a net positive effect. Nothing else I can do. We're all connected, doing that sort of thing. The DMT. See, the DMT does make me think beyond. Does It's one of those that adds some credibility to another reality. Oh, that is very interesting. Anecdotally, it does seem to point in a certain direction, and the collectiveness, it kind of goes along with that randomness getting out of whack during globally experienced things like 9/11, when the world found, oh geez, look at this, because we all are connected and everything like that. Same thing with the tsunami, when 200,000 people just when the wave came over in India and all that. What I mean, biggest fucking tragedy, right? That right there, in just moments time, the wiping out of so many people and all that. There's another globally experienced tragedy. We all learned of that, and just the horrors, and oh, that's bad. And the cosmos got knocked out of whack. The randomness, measured randomness globally, bent to one side. There was an effect on something. Nobody's shown the connection. It's just so there is that there is that. Well, what's the cause? What's the cause? Where's the connection? It's just correlation at this point. But literally, those are the only two that I can pay attention to as evidence. Everything else is so empty when it comes to evidence. When it comes to true evidence, people's belief is not an evidence. What people have thought, a person's eyewitness is not evidence to me. Uh, Measurable things are evidence, but hey, as I said, I feel good about it all. I'm feeling good about the whatever it is there with the force, whatever that connectivity is, whatever the quantum entanglement, the fabric of it all that we exist within. We're not outside of it. Think about what we are. We're like fish in a tank, right? It's just, instead of fluid, we're in an ocean of gases sitting on top, and the gases are only on top because all the fluids and the solids are down below them, and it's because of gravity that everything's held there. We exist at the bottom of this. We're at the bottom of this tank of gas around this planet. We exist in it. Most of what you are is not you. You got all these other bacteria and everything else that you die without. You die without stuff that's not you. Not you at all. You would not make it. We're not separated from any of this. It's really neat. It's really fascinating. And there's a lot of fun things to do. There's a lot of good things to experience. There's a lot of laughs to be had. There's a lot of smiles to be shared. There's a lot of hugs to give. There's a lot of love to spread. And that's what I want everybody doing. I feel like that's my goal. Trying to make people smile, trying to make people feel good, feel okay. Because you should. You should, and if you're not, find something to improve to get on the journey to feel okay. Don't spend your life just doing what you think you're supposed to be doing. Do what you feel. Do what makes you feel good. You have to have that in life. You have to have that in life. Because we all meet the same end. My father's sitting there with every advantage. He's self-made man. All this money, all these resources, and it's fear and misery. It's fear and misery and loneliness. And has a wife, has people, but there is a loneliness. There is a nobody gives a shit, and he can't, he doesn't give a shit about himself. Not in a way that he can. He has no peace of mind. So start living. Give yourself that connection to others. Give yourself that positive feeling, that good feeling. Express yourself in a way that isn't some way society's just said, oh, you better be doing this every day. You better be doing this. Oh, and worry about this and worry about that and worry about that. Fuck all that. Just what do you need? What do you need to experience? Be good to yourself. Just be good to yourself. He does. He does. He can't accept it. He can't accept it. He brings every bias to every table. He hasn't grown. There's no growth. And so he is isolated. We have to grow or else we end up isolated. So it's a sad situation. One that I do not plan on repeating. I'm learning from his mistakes. Hey, Bills fan, peace and love. Peace and love. I hope you're doing well. I hope you were doing well today. Good to see you. Good to see you. We've been having a discussion about what you need to be doing in life and whether it really matters and what's at the end and who cares. I mean, not really. I've been rambling. It's been the ramblings of a guy waking up, a guy having some coffee, a guy having a buzz, and saying happiness is what you need. Having something to look forward to, no matter how small or big. Yes, there has to be a reason for a tomorrow, not just, oh, I better have a tomorrow. There has to be a reason. Give yourself those reasons. Find those interests. Find those loves. Find the passions in your life. Michael Songs. Cheers, Michael Songs. Do those things. The never prosper. He has been an example to me of how bad people win. I have watched him win, and at times and just not be a good person. But I see the misery. I see the misery and everything else, and it's like, well, this is what you've brought. Don't bring that upon yourself. Find your passions. Make your passions. Connect to others with the passions. We are all connected now. Don't use your frickin' connection to others to take jabs at people that you're mad at. Use it to connect to people with passions. Use it. I use it to connect to people that have passions and have with Tim. Growers. You're a philosophical guy. Growers and thinkers. You should be doing that, and you do. You are there. You were there reaching out, making connections to people, trying to have those connections with others, and always in a positive. You may have another angle of something or disagree with someone, but you always come to it with a positive, uplifting. You're never a jerk. You're awesome, Tim, and I like that. I like that so much about you. Great news. You can still wake and bake. You can still wake and bake. That's fantastic. That is fantastic, Bills fan. I am happy to hear the good news. That is what keep that good news flowing. Gemma dropped her link with hashtag awesome. If you're not connected to Gemma, and I should have mentioned this, I don't know, an hour ago. I never put up the banner. You can drop your link with hashtag awesome to get connected to each other, and do all those YouTube connection things. Because a lot of people here are content creators that want to grow their channels. And Gemma, I know Gemma is a jewel. She is fantastic. They're in the UK, autism advocate, but to me, she's an Elvis fan. She's a great poet. Has so much energy on those, and great personality there and vibe on the lives that she does. She's got great content. She ends up being interviewed by the BBC as somebody whenever there's different holidays or events, and how it does affect people that are on the spectrum. And I think because all of us have someone in our lives now that is on the spectrum. It's important to pay attention to the information that is out there, so that we all understand each other a little bit better. And I love what Gemma's doing. And I fully appreciate it. Not just that she's a fantastic person. I just love her, and she's an Elvis fan. I know I mentioned it, but it's ultra important to me because I'm an Elvis fan as well. I know I throw that out a lot. I throw that Elvis fan out a lot. It's super positive. Amelia, cheers, peace and love, peace and love. I hope everybody's feeling good. Wednesday, feel good, feel good. Have that reason. I like that. That was well. That was well put, Sparky. You got to have that reason. You got to have that reason and the passion. Finding your passion is what gives you that reason. It's what will give you that drive. Doing the things to grow yourself. You've got a brain. You've got a brain for a reason. We're supposed to be learning. Keeping a life where you're constantly learning is a key to youth. My grandfather just always learned in life, would continue, and if he got an idea, he just went with it, and would learn everything he could about it. And this was before information was just right there at our fingertips. There's so much to do and so much to learn, and that is what gives you purpose. That will keep you going. That will keep you going. If you don't feel you have purpose and you're just existing, which is what my father does. And because he just, well, I have money and I just watch what happens with my money, and I have no purpose for tomorrow. And that's just, I mean, it's pretty good if people need to be brought down. He's pretty good at that. He can come and bring people down. That is he has a talent for that. But and his brother is just so rude and obnoxious. I got great relatives. I tell you, it's the way to do it. Oh, I love it. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good now. This conversation, I feel good about how this has gone. I'm feeling upbeat. This is making me feel okay. This is making me feel okay. I've got work to do today. I've got videos to make today. I have to get some things put together. So I eased up on myself on Monday and Tuesday. Those are kind of the days off. Today, I know we end up doing the drawing stream over at Allie's. And we're going to go early tonight, 9 instead of 9:30. We're going a half hour early tonight for the on Allie's channel, the Drawing Your Request stream. Tomorrow, I need to go ahead and get the stuff ready for tomorrow. A new Wizard countdown. Record a countdown for Love, Art, and Music. Record a countdown for Live, High, or Die. And I've got to finish. Still not done. That's what. Well, it was my days off. I'm going to ease up. Today's my Monday. I feel like today's my Monday. Uh, I've got to finish the new Mug Club video because I have to have one that includes the deep burrito, that includes Frank Turzo, and includes Mood Elevator. Do 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 do. Mood Elevator. I love that. See, now I can do it. Beginning of the stream, early in the stream when Mood Elevator was in here, I couldn't even deliver that. I didn't have the energy for that. But now I do. Now I do. That's an indicator that I'm doing what I need, that I'm feeling good. Uh, Now, drawings, not drawings, drawings. Now that it. If you're a member at Allie's channel, or if you're non-member, you can drop a super chat over there. But as the members show up, we put them on the list and say, hey, what is it you want her to draw for you? And so she's gonna spend a couple hours just doing the different drawings and knocking those out. It's like a 3.5 hour stream, where it has been the last couple of weeks. So and it's usually fun. It's usually a good time. Today's my Monday. It feels like my Monday, but it feels like a great Monday. I feel good. I got an early start. I didn't get enough sleep. I'll nap. I'll nap if need be later on, and everything will be fine. There we go. There we go. Whose post is it? Is it Big Red's post? For the because I know Red ends up posting every day. I'm gonna share this up here for what's happening Wednesday in the indie music community. Check out the post there. That'll have all the different links to the music community. I'm sure it will include the link to Axe and Nacho that I know is going at 11 o'clock tonight. Axe and Nacho. Well, probably if it's Red, I think it's got our show listed on there as well. Does a great job. Does a great job modding over there at Frank Turzo's and putting out the information as to what's happening everywhere. Yeah, I love that. I love that resource. So there is a link. Justine had dropped. If anybody wants to see what's happening today and everything out there, and that is a good channel. The post is from a good channel that everybody could get connected to, because posting each day what's going on. It's kind of a central repository of that information, and I appreciate it being there. I appreciate that. Thank you for dropping that. Thank you for dropping that. That is cool. I'm feeling good. I feel like this day is going to turn into what I want it to. I was a little disappointed that I had to stop playing music last night due to the pulled muscle, and I'm not going to attempt to do it again today. And I guess I'm not going to attempt to work out. I'll walk. I'm not doing any type of lifting. It was just bad last night. It hurt. It was sore, and I thought, oh no, I was doing so well because I was having fun playing, but it just kind of threw it all off. But tonight we're gonna be at Allie's. Gonna be over at Allie's from 9 o'clock until question mark. It'll be at least a 3-hour stream. We usually are limited. We'll be done by 1 though for sure. So it's 4 hours. She's gonna be drawing. That'll be great. Tomorrow night here on the Rich New Design, we're going to have this shout out party for the members. Everybody who is a member, you're all going on the wheel, and I will be dropping your channel and dropping the links. Whoever is last on the wheel will get entered into the contest that we're going to have a week from Thursday on the 26th. We're going to be giving away a coffee mug to whoever is picked the last man standing. Each week, whoever was last on the wheel, Jimmy's Random Content, Pole Vault, Robin M, Live High or Die channel, David. Those are the four so far. Whoever tomorrow night is the last on the wheel, and then whoever next week, those will be the 6 contestants we'll put on the wheel, and we'll see who's going to win a Coffee with Wes mug. There may be another giveaway or other giveaways during that show on the 26th, but if there is, I'll make a promo for it and everything. I may, I don't know, if I made a t-shirt, although I kind of like the fact that I just have coffee mugs. I should put shirts up. But Coffee with Wes, it's like, well, there's a mug. If you're a coffee drinker, there's your mug. Do the mug. That's why I have a mug club. Obviously, if I put shirts, I'll have to include the people that buy shirts in the mug club, but it's not going to make sense now that it's named Mug Club. And I'm not going to come up with a shirt club. That doesn't make any. That's overkill. I'm already overdoing it. I'm overdoing it with Rich New Design, with Cult of Wes, and then Cult of Wes also has the Mug Club for the Love, Art, and Music. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I really don't know what I'm doing. The Mug Club's fun. The Mug Club is fun. For those that don't know, there is a Mug Club. It's basically the now 11 people who have purchased mugs from the store. The Love, Art, and Music mug, Cult of Wes mug, Coffee with Wes mug, along with others. Be your own best friend. Be your own cheerleader. I put up mug designs. 11 people have purchased. I have to make a new video thanking them, and the video it has Karen and the Wizard, because I needed 2 of them this time. That's why the video's not done, because it's not just as easy as me doing one take. I'm coordinating 2 characters, cartoon characters, putting them in, doing this, and you know, I'm also kind of, well, if I have to add another in, because if I know the minute I finish this video and I put this video out, somebody else will buy a mug, and I'll end up having to make a new video. And so I'm slowly, you know, I'm not forcing myself to finish that up, because it eliminates itself the minute it has some success and is able to talk somebody into buying another mug. So I want to make sure that I've got all those put in there ahead of time. OG, cheers. Peace and love, OG. I heard you had another video you'd put up, something along those lines. Allie was letting me know. I hope you were doing well. We're doing the shout-out party again tomorrow night, where the members are all going to be put on the wheel, and we're going to show the channel. You don't have to be there in order to be shown. All the members are going on the wheel. I go through all of them. So your channel's going to be on that wheel, and I'll be dropping it and everything. But whoever is the last one on the wheel gets entered into the contest. We're giving away a mug on the 26th. I probably ought to make a promo for that. We're giving away a Cult of West mug on the 26th. So that's going to be a fun shout-out party. And all the members still have a chance, at least unless you're not on the wheel, and because it's whoever's last on the wheel from the shout-out, that's who gets entered into the drawings at the end of the month. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it kind of does. I know who's on there so far. And we'll have another, we'll figure it out tomorrow who the next one's going to be. and then the 26th is when it's actually going to happen. I'm feeling motivated. I feel like it's time for me to get some video work done. I hope everybody out there find those passions. Do the things that make you feel good. Do the things that make you feel like you're taking good care of yourself, making yourself interesting. Be interesting. If you are excited about life, if you're excited about what you're doing, people around you will find it interesting. They will enjoy it. Spread that positivity and love. Make somebody smile today. Do something nice. Pay somebody a compliment. It's really that friggin' easy. I love you all. I'm gonna make another cup of coffee. I'll catch y'all later.
It's over now, the Coffee with Wes stream is over now. It's over now, go and find something else to do.
Thank you for watching Coffee with Wes. Be sure to click that like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to make sure you're here when Wes goes live.
It's over now, Coffee with Wes stream is over now. It's over now, go and find something else to do. Go and find something else to do. Just go and find something else to do.
It's over. Go home.